Hey, vlog part 2. Today is the official first day of summer, which I'm genuinely, I'm so freaking excited about. Like, summer has always been my favorite season, like, my entire life. And, I know that it's, everyone loves summer break, but, compared to everything else, even, the weather, I love the sun being out and just, being able to actually go swim at the beach, because that's the thing, technically you can swim during fall and spring, even then the water's just usually cold enough that I don't want to. So I really do love being outside in the sun. And not only that, but literally freaking summer break, I always do something summer break. This year I'm going to try my best to make the most out of it, every single year. I'm never one of those people that's just sat in my room all summer and done nothing. I've always had something, which is why I'm really excited for this summer, especially because I have my whole summer bucket list, which I think I'm gonna be making the poster maybe tomorrow if I have free time. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I'm going to make run for her in the morning. I do have to figure out how to do that though, because she's on the whole vegan stuff right now, and I don't know many vegan breakfast foods. I do make some really good oatmeals though, with a lot of good mix-ins, so I might do something like that. But then also am I really just gonna make her oatmeal for her birthday? Might try to make a dessert or something too with it for later in the day. But anyway, going with Alex in a little bit to explore the GA hideout spot. Well, they're the streets now, sorry, dead name them. But yeah, I'm super excited because obviously gonna have to bleep that out, but certain people I always make jokes about them and stuff, so it's gonna be entertaining to just see that. Plus I was just in general, I love exploring new places, and that's on the bucket list. Is I plan to explore more places if possible, especially Daniel and Abraham and I were talking about trying to find some more abandoned places to, just looking to explore. There was this one power plant place that I was yeah, that seemed really cool, but they still have an active generator, which even though the building itself is abandoned, there's no people there anymore, because it's not an active working site. They still do have active generators on standby for backup in case other sources of power go out. So because of that, power means security alarms are still on and active, so probably not the best idea, so I'm not gonna do that. But there are some other places that we're looking at, so excited to see, excited to explore, and first new place of the summer. So also totally forgot to mention, but we had a little mock trial lunch get together thingy, yeah, as the final mock trial thing for the year. It was super cute. It was at the Columbia restaurant in Ybor. And Avery's mom paid for it and organized the whole thing. And I love Avery's mom, she's the best. Love you, Miss Hill. But yeah, no, it was super cool, and got to say goodbye to everyone, and especially Coach Steven and Coach Riley, because they are literally they're amazing. I love them. And I sat right next to them, so I got to hear a lot of cool stories. And I didn't realize that they're allowed to have videos of some of the stuff from their work just on personal devices. I thought it was I don't know, I thought that it was more of a secretive private thing, but literally Coach Riley was hey, I have this video of this guy getting shot at as part of the potential evidence for this one case that I'm working on, whatever, do you want to see it? And he showed Gage because Gage's mom said that he could see it, whatever. And I asked to see it. He was well, are you over 18? Because but because the fact they mentioned Gage's mom, I was he's probably gonna ask about my parents. So I was yeah, I'm 18. Not quite there yet, but who cares, because it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why, but I don't think I've ever seen actual clear footage of someone getting shot at like that. And it was interesting. It was cool though, because I don't know, I feel there's a lot of stuff that I've learned from mock trial itself, but also a lot of stuff that I don't think that I realized that I only really learned from talking to the actual attorneys about the way that actual court works. Because there's a lot of the unofficial parts of the proceedings that I kind of made assumptions about, I guess, but never really knew, because obviously the cop shows and lawyer shows, they don't cover all the actual behind the scenes stuff like everyone knows it's a little bit fabricated, but like there's a lot of stuff that just like doesn't even get mentioned. But anyway, important part, sorry I'm yapping, but we did like little superlatives and stuff, which I thought was super cute. So we got most likely to complete a, I think, oh yeah, most likely to complete an expert witness direct examination in 3 to 5 minutes, because I was the third witness of 3, and yeah, obviously the first witness, because I was on the plaintiff's team, they were literally, the first witness is the plaintiffs, like it is Alex Ross. So because they're telling their own story, like obviously it takes a while. But like between them and the next witness, like they would take so long on their directs that like Zoe and I would always get stuck with like 3 to 5 minutes left, and I think the fastest that we were ever able to get a direct done was like somewhere between 1 minute and 45 seconds and 2.5 minutes. Like we were able to get it down fast to like the bare minimum questions because we were always under such a rush. Like our full best possible case scenario direct is like 9 minutes. That ended up being like a bit excessive though. So we just like condensed it to be a little bit shorter anyway. But like we never got enough time to actually do our full direct in any competition ever, because everyone always like took so long, which is not their fault because everyone does have like really important directs. But it was just funny because like we're always like super like rushed and to the point. But listen, we ate, we made it all the way to states, got 6th place in the states. We did amazing. I love mock trial. And then also we got this today. I started peeling it, but I realized that if I was gonna do a little vlog thing, I should probably not peel it first because it's glass and you can like see through it. But they put my actual name instead of my den name. So, little unpeeling reveal. Oh, this is like pulling more than I expected. But yeah, she's gorgeous. Several days. And this is for best witness from districts, and they said that they were gonna do like a little mock trial banquet thing in, I think it was like April or May, but they never ended up doing it, which is kind of sad because I was like, oh, that'd be so cute. But I am also considering, there was this thing that Mr. Lettingham asked me about, and it was for being a counselor for the mock trial camp this summer in end of June. And honestly, I really want to do it. Like it seems really fun because he said that I could like coach my own team and everything. It's like, why not? So I don't know, the main thing though is like it's an entire week of having to get to the Hillsborough County Courthouse every single morning and driving all the way back, and I don't have my own car. I would have to ask my parents for a ride or something, or ask to borrow their cars, which I probably wouldn't let me borrow their car all day for like a week. But I am hoping that I can do it though because it seems really cool, really fun. Could have a whole vlog dedicated to it because like I honestly wasn't sure if I was actually gonna like commit to the bit with the whole vlog thing, but I really do genuinely like it. Like I actually enjoyed making the first one, and even if they turn out all being shitty, like it's just something fun to do. So I think that I mentioned earlier that we were going to go visit the GA hideout spot. We unfortunately were not able to find it, but we did walk through this like cute little path in the woods for a little bit, which was still definitely worth it because I didn't even realize that there was like a little park or whatever back there, like until tonight. And I don't know, it's just like cool to like know new places in the area. And then when that didn't work out, we decided to drive around a little bit, stopped at Wawa, and the Wawa man theory continued to hold true. If you know, you know. I'm so paranoid about the freaking Wawa man. But yeah. And then we also ended up going to Walgreens to get a Mother's Day card for Alex's mom. But between that, we decided to go to what he called the scary road because we didn't know what to do since we couldn't end up finding the place. And like in the dark, it just, we tried 2 different paths to that we thought would be able to get there, and those didn't work out. So then there was like a 3rd path. Wonder who's fucking in the woods.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to move forward now. It's like the handcuffs are an ominous sign.
Yeah, and we got the blank sign that used to say no walking, but okay. So it was a little bit sketchy to say the least, and we were like, these are probably bad signs. So we ended up leaving. But yeah, so that was when he mentioned the scary road. I was like, okay, what's the scary road? And he basically just said how it was like this creepy road or whatever that Bella accidentally stumbled upon a while ago. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, sure, like, yeah, let's go. And so we did. And as we were driving, we went around like this one roundabout where I was like, oh, this is the roundabout that goes straight into the neighborhood where my sister's friend lives. Because I had like dropped her off recently there, and I specifically like remembered that roundabout. And I mentioned that, and we passed by it, and we started driving, and the road started to get really, really familiar. And whenever he was telling the story about the scary road, I mentioned a story about a little bit ago, when I dropped my sister off at that friend's house who lives in that neighborhood next to the roundabout. And whenever I was trying to pick her up, though, Google Maps basically told me to turn right onto a certain road. I was trying to go, like, follow where Google Maps told me to go, because it said, oh yeah, turn right onto this certain road, but it was blocked off because of the construction. So I kept on going, expecting it to, like, reroute me or whatever. But it sent me on this, like, sketchy-ass road, and it, like, got to the point where it was, like, literally dirt road, and it, like, the signal had just cut out, and it was like, I was like, is this private property? It's Florida, like, watch me get shot or something if I go down the wrong way.
Watch you get shot, mow down.
I was freaking out because obviously my Google Maps signal had like fully cut out, and it was like the sun was starting to set. It was my first time driving on my own. Like, I was a little bit nervous. But yeah. So anyway, I was just telling you about that story, and we keep on going up the roads, and we go on this one road and pass the blocked road from my story, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a funny coincidence. I think we're talking about the same place. Like, if you keep on going up this road and turn left, like, that's gonna be the road in my story. But like, I'm a little bit directionally challenged sometimes. Like, I get lost plenty of times whenever I tell people that I know exactly where I'm going, but realistically I don't, even though I think that I do. So, but he was like, no, you can't turn left at the end of this road. Like, there is no left. I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm making things up because, like, you know, maybe there are like multiple closed roads and like the area just all looks similar around the neighborhood. Because, you know, how like patterns repeat and stuff. So I was like, maybe we're on different roads and I'm getting mixed up. We keep on going. We drive all the way to the end of the road. Sure enough, off to the left. But yeah, I literally turned left right there, and it had me drive all the way down. And I figured it was private property, but it didn't specifically say anywhere. Like, there weren't any signs or anything. And I was like, and it had me drive like a couple miles down too. And I was like, ah.
That's owned by Realty. They're making all
private dirt road that goes straight down. His scary road was the road that I literally just got lost on like a week or two ago, and like had like that whole freak out. We were literally like in our own separate stories, we were talking about the same exact road. That's the thing, it's not like a super far road, but it is a super tiny, very specific road, and it's not like super close. Like, it's not like within a mile or two or something. Like, you have to drive out a little bit to get to this road, and like it's a very specific drive to get to this very small road. So it was just really surprising and entertaining that we were both talking about the same one. But like, I don't know, it was like just such a weird coincidence. But anyway, solid 10 out of 10 night. Glad it was the first night of the summer, and I don't know, I'm excited. I really enjoy doing these mini vlogs a lot more than I thought that I would. By the way, the dude, the freaking cashier, at the Walgreens was genuinely like, he seemed so chill and so nice. And I don't know, it was just like one of those like times that I really appreciate an interaction with strangers. Like, I don't know, sometimes you just have an interaction with a stranger and it's like, oh wow, that was a really like good, entertaining interaction. Just nice conversation. It was also really fun because whenever we were driving by BCA, I looked to the left and I was like, oh my god, that used to be our school, which is so weird to say because obviously, like, yeah, it used to be his high school. But for me, that's the first time I can say it. That, like, I mean, that used to be my school for 7 years, and then now it's like, oh yeah, that used to be my school. I I don't go to Hell Creek anymore. I'm like, obviously Wednesday is whenever I like officially legally graduate, whenever and like get my diploma and whatnot. But like, that's not my school anymore. I don't go to Bell Creek. I don't know why, but it's just like generally making me so joyous, so jovial. I'm very jovial right now. I'm feeling fantastic. Anyway, though, it's Mother's Day now, so for breakfast I decided to make her some crepes because obviously I was struggling with thinking of the vegan thing, and I know that I mentioned oatmeal, but like, just because I enjoy making oatmeal for myself for breakfast and it's really good, like, I'm not gonna be making her oatmeal for breakfast. So I made some crepes with a blueberry lime compote, and then we stopped by Publix this morning and got her flowers. And we also got like these oat milk chocolates. But there's the little crepes at the end. I put the blueberry filling on the inside, and then I decided to kind of top them with the blueberry stuff like that. It was kind of hard to make them actually look pretty. Um, she got a little messy, but you know, kind of spread it around a little bit. And then I sprinkled it with a little bit of powdered sugar on top. Then, of course, because I already like added on powdered sugar and whatever, I decided to put on a couple strawberries, all sliced up and whatever for, you know, a little decor and whatever, and then some fresh mint sprigs from our backyard because even though they didn't really fit the flavor profile at all, thought it would be something to make it look cute. Smokey and I are delivering the goods. So now that I am done with Mother's Day stuff for the day, I do still have to finish making her a card and whatever, but like, I'll get to that when I get to that. It's not gonna take too long. But I am going to be driving Asia to the Florida State Fairgrounds in a little bit to go see her friend's show or something like that. But until then, I still have like an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm going to be starting to make my summer bucket list poster, which I'm so excited about. It's gonna be so colorful and so cute, and you trust it's gonna be gorgeous. Okay, so because I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, we're doing it on this like little roll of butcher paper or whatever, and ignore the socks. But oh, that just kept on rolling. Crap. We're doing this in my sister's office because I don't know. I don't feel like doing it in my room, and I don't really have that much space in there right now because I'm like moving stuff around. But we're gonna make the list I think probably starting with this as the top, so we can go down and see how long it needs to be because I have a lot of stuff on the list. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I also recently sorted through like literally all of the pens and markers and stuff that we had in the house and like test them to see if it worked because we had like a giant bucket, and this is like, I don't know, maybe like a third of them, but I got like a couple of each color that I liked, and there's a lot of like glittery ones, so I don't know, hopefully it turns out cute. But we're waiting to take a picture. No, we're waiting to walk her into her friend's show. What show is it?
A Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, I was wondering like whenever we got here, since it's like fairgrounds, I was like, are we going to the outdoor part? Like, is it like a horse show or a pig show? It's like, I don't know.
What are you?
Okay.
It's a theater.
You never know. Okay. Hopefully it's indoors. Praying for you.
Yeah.
Praying for them. That would like suck ass to have to like act outside.
I would kill myself.
Yeah. Which friend was that?
Chloe.
Oh, cool. But yeah, now we're just like stuck waiting in the car because we got here a little bit too early because my mom told us that we were supposed to be going to the Florida State Fairgrounds, and I was like, oh, that's a 45-minute drive.
I knew we weren't.
Well, you didn't. I don't think that you noticed, so you didn't correct her.
I noticed when you put in the directions. I was like, "Where is she going?"
So we left at like 1:15, and we were supposed to get here at 2 because that's like a 45-minute drive from our house to get to the Florida State Fairgrounds. But apparently it's the Hillsborough Fairgrounds, which I did not know existed. It's like a 25-minute drive. So we like just confirmed that we're in the right place, and now it's like, no, we're gonna wait because it's not like we know anyone else here. So it's not like we're gonna walk up to like someone's random parents and be like, "Hey, can we wait with you?" So now we're just
walk up to their parents, be like, "Hey!"
Yeah. Okay, so now I just dropped her off inside, and it was in fact the right place. So yeah, pretty much just going to be. I have nowhere to set this up. I'm just gonna be driving home on my own. Dude, honestly, I love. Will this work? There we go. I honestly love driving on my own just because I get to like play my own music and stuff, which is really fun. And I was gonna add in a little clip of me just like listening to music and driving. Just cause like, you know, for the vlog. But I have to plug in my phone for that to happen. And I can't have it set up, so not gonna work for the vlog. I am really enjoying the whole vlogging thing though. I know they've said it like a million times, but I really do. And I don't really have any other plans for the rest of the day, so I think that I'm going to finish my summer bucket list poster because I took a break for that to come over here and drop her off. But I will be getting back to that, and then once I finish making it, I think that I'm actually going to try to complete one of the things. Perhaps going to Wawa and doing one of the things with the stranger. But also though, I might want to do like the first stranger activity with Adria or like another friend there. Just because I don't know, like just like I'm like extra nervous about those ones. And I know the whole point is to like push me out of my comfort zone, but like gotta do that in small steps, little increments. So I think because like literally like the first vlog, like I was so nervous to be recording myself in public because I just like don't usually record myself in general. But I was like, Alexis, will you please do this with me? I'm so scared. So yeah, gonna do the first stranger thing with a friend, and then afterwards I think I'll be able to do it on my own. But yeah, we'll see where the rest of the day takes us, I guess. I lied. I got it set up. And the connection is a bit bad, but whatever, it's fine. And today we are actually, as of lately, like the past like couple weeks, I've mainly just been listening to like throwback music because like stuff I've been listening to since like I don't know middle school and elementary school, because I haven't really been listening to any new music recently. Like I listened to like a bunch of new music near the beginning of the school year, or not school year, near the beginning of like the actual year. But lately I've just been like rediscovering old music, and low-key, I used to think that my music taste sucked, but looking back, it really didn't. Like, I don't know, I still like my old music taste. It's not bad. Look, I don't know where I'm going. I check my maps. So I just got back, and low-key, I might honestly just go on a run later because I do not want to do the Wawa thing on my own. So this is the progress on the summer bucket list, and it's not much yet, but I will be adding more soon. Anyway, I'm kind of like worn out for the weekend. Don't really want to do anything else, so I'm gonna call Vinny. See ya.